Perry. I have been trying for well over an hour to start this video, and just when I start working on something, I just keep working, and I don't think about taking time to stop to do much of anything. But now I'm going to stop and tell you what I'm up to. It's been a really busy couple of weeks. If any of you saw the video, Songs for Mark, for my buddy, that he's had several strokes, and he's been living in a house that him and I own together. And he's just gotten to the point where it's unsafe for him to stay there by himself. So he's in rehab right now, and he'll be going to another permanent facility at some point, just whatever his son and his sister decide on. But anyhow, that's got us over there just cleaning on the house and painting, and either get it ready to rent or maybe go ahead and sell it. And with that being said, trying to do that and take care of stuff around here keeps me pretty busy. But now this past week I have just been praying for God to help me simplify my life. And this kind of goes back to what I said when I started this. I don't take time to stop. And that's why also that I have numerous projects going on. I'll stay up here at the barn and work whatever the project may be, and I work until the very last minute before I have to go down to the house. I don't take time to stop and put stuff back where it's supposed to be, because my mentality is I'm going to use it again when I come back up. But when I come back up, I may be on a totally different project. I have got stuff here that I have to cut on the sawmill. I have this old Craftsman radial arm saw that I got for just going to pick it up. And it runs, it's great, but it's another project that I've started on, because when I get something like this, I want to clean it up. I want to just make everything look better as I can. But then the next time I come to the barn, excuse the light, next time I come, I'm on another project. So let me take you inside. Some of you have seen all the stuff that I have, you've seen in past videos, and it is pretty much never ending. I've got more slabs and stuff cut than I have room for right now, and there's other stuff I still need to cut. And it is like this pretty much wall to wall in here. My work table's always full, and as I say, I never take time to put stuff away when I'm done with it. So let's go over to the other side of the barn. Okay, this has always been the side where my lathe is and where I do my wood turning and stuff like this, acrylic and wood. And I've got my table saw, my drill, my scroll saw over here. In order to simplify my life, I'm going to try to find room for those on the other side of the barn. And I'll keep some stuff like my saw blades and stuff over here, but having the sawmill, I can cut my own, basically, paneling. So I am redoing the walls in here to cover up all the OSB, and a lot of my pieces from the past I will move over here and try to keep in more of a dust-free environment. because trust me, I kick up a lot of dust around here. I set my camera up earlier. I just got this little remote thing working to start my videos, and I set my camera up, had it all ready for the sawmill, and I was running and cutting and thinking, nah, that works pretty good, but not if I don't turn this on. So I didn't get any of that filmed at all, and but I'm gonna change the setup and cut some more, and I'll get it right this time, I hope. Here was another one of my projects. This was an old barn find, and man, I mean, this thing was filthy. I'll have to go back and see if I have a video of it or if I just took pictures. And I forget what it was I was buying, and the guy said, if you'll buy this for $5, I'll throw in the fan. So I brought it home and cleaned it up, and this thing is a jewel, and it moves a lot of air. Tried my best to find the colors that have probably gone with it when it was new. I would have to guess that this is maybe from the 60s. But pretty cool. All this lumber right here is another project. It's stuff I've been starting for a new greenhouse for Kim. I got a little bit more to cut up, and we just have to decide on a place and how to anchor it, and go from there, but that'll be a whole nother video. This is what Kim's been doing while I've been at the barn working. Bunch of beautiful onions. Hey, it's the next day. Heading back up to the barn, see what I could simplify. And we took an area last year, this part of our yard, just bad soil. It's always real weak and thin. We got a company bringing wood chips last year, and so I wanted to take this area and pile these wood chips up, and I wanted to use it for pumpkins and watermelons. And let me show you what it's doing. We have pumpkins, we have little watermelons over here, but this area is just flourishing. Can put sunflowers in the corner of this big bed, and I just walked around taking all these watermelon vines that were running out into the yard and put them all back within the wood chips. But this has turned out really good. And like I say, I was just walking by as I was heading up to the barn. Very happy to see that we can make ground like that useful. When several months back when I came down here and started turning all this, the amount of worms that were under this were crazy. And the soil just looked better. So I'm glad we found a use for this part of the property. It may be time to stretch it on out over further, because like I say, it's very weak. Yeah, maybe time to make this area bigger. This simplifying is quite a task. I didn't know I had so much stuff. I knew I had a lot. And man, it's humid. I am wringing wet. But I'm gonna keep going at it. Gotta simplify.